Hey everybody, hope you're doing awesome. Today I'm going to do kind of a more warm toned wedding look that's really easy, and all the products I'm using are pretty much drugstore brands, so it's going to be pretty cheap look as well. Of course, it's very nice looking, and I'm going to use good products, of course. Sorry, I just got my hair done, so I'm like fidgeting with it. Anyway, so first of all, I've already primed my lids with an eyeshadow primer. I use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. You can just use your foundation if you want to, if you don't have the money for an expensive eyeshadow base. And so for the eyeshadows, I'm just going to use this one palette from NYX, and it's the 3-color eyeshadow in TS03, which has nude, taupe, and dark brown in it. So those colors, and this is actually a matte look. All these colors are matte. The last one I did was shimmery, so you know, you can just play with it and do whatever colors you want. This is just a basic technique I'm going to do as well, but hopefully you'll like it from the pictures and everything. So I'm using my big eyeshadow brush, and just going to take this light color and just apply this all over the lid. This is just a wash of light color to highlight. So I'm going to make this look a little bit darker than the last one, but not a whole lot. It's just going to be really nice and natural, something that I would wear to my wedding. But of course, everybody's different. Y'all have your own style, so fix it up, make it how you like it. Okay, now we're going to take the dark brown color from this palette, and with a flat eyeshadow brush, you can use the sponge applicator too. It'll work just as good probably. Okay, make sure you tap it off so you don't get fallout. And you're just going to apply this on your lid from the lash line into the crease. See, I'm listening to music now in my earphones, so you guys don't have to listen to my music. I think so far I've only had one comment though. Somebody said that they didn't like my music. A couple times it's been too loud, so now I'm just going to kind of listen to it myself. Then I don't have to worry about like getting permission to play it on my video and all that stuff too. Okay, so just put that right there. I'm going to do that on the other side. Right, now I'm going to take a big fluffy eyeshadow brush of some kind. This one is slightly tapered from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to pick up the middle color. Just on the tip of that brush, but you want to get a pretty good amount of it, so just like that. It's kind of all over there. And you're going to go right in the crease with this, just blending out that kind of harsh part where the dark meets the light and the light wins. And just gonna blend this all just like that. Looks pretty good. And also I wanted to say that there's another palette from NYX, a trio, that's TS15, and that one has very like taupe, like cool colored browns and taupes and stuff, and that would be perfect if you want the same look but you want to go with something that's a little bit more cool or neutral toned. Okay, so once you've got that on, you just want to add a little bit more of that highlight, because sometimes it gets, you know, a little bit mixed with that middle color. Join the fight to save your life. Don't leave it up to everybody else. Alright, so as you can see, this is very matte looking. If you want shimmer, go ahead and use shimmer, whatever. It's up to you. Don't go with too much shimmer, I don't think, because it probably wouldn't look that great on like flash pictures and stuff. So now I'm going to go in with a small eyeshadow brush, get some more of that dark brown. Don't get too much though. And just use this as liner under the eye. And depending on your eye shape, if you have kind of more close set or small eyes like me, just go about 3/4 of the way under. Make sure to kind of keep the outer part a little bit thicker, and then just lighten it up as you go in. Just kind of keep your eyes looking big and bright instead of like closing them off or making them look closer together. Okie dokie. Now, I think what I'm going to do is add some, let's see, Styly Style, I think that's how you say it, I never know, brow liner in Espresso, basically just any dark brown eyeliner. Doesn't have to be brow, obviously. So I'm just going to do this just really lightly. I guess I'll just show you. Let me scoot it a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's in focus. If not, I hope you get the picture. Anyway, so basically you're just going to go in right at the lash line and just wiggle the pencil. It's almost even going into the lashes, because you can always add more. You can't really take it away very easily, so Just go really gently in there. This is just gonna, you know, enhance your eyes without like having obvious liner on. It's really nice looking, in my opinion. Okay, so this is kind of difficult for me to see at this distance from the mirror. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. So I'm just wiggling this across. Just go over it to kind of, you know, as many times as you want to make it as dark as you want it. Or thick. Okay, so you can hopefully kind of see the difference between those eyes. So go ahead and just do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm just going to do my eyebrows real fast. You can fill them in if you do that. If not, probably go ahead and fill them in if they're a little bit sparse, just so your look is very like nice and sleek looking. I don't know what other words to use to describe it. But then I'm going to add some mascara. Obviously, you probably want to use waterproof. In my last video, I used Avon waterproof wash-off mascara. And I know I said that it was good. I guess I just hadn't used it in a while. It might be old. I don't know, but it was a pain in the butt to get off. And it was like, my eyes were so irritated from the stuff. Like, I felt like there was stuff in my eyes, like, all night. Like, I washed it off before, like, I even went to bed, like, way before, because I was like, okay, this stuff is really annoying me. So anyway, don't use that mascara. I'm sure there's lots of other good waterproof mascaras. Maybe try Maybelline Full and Soft. I love that mascara, and I'm sure the waterproof one is great. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. I'm just going to throw on some Maybelline Lash Stiletto, and then I'll come back and show you the cheeks and lips. Okay, so the eyes are finished now. That's what they look like. And for cheeks, I'm going to use Jane I'm going to use Jane B Pure Mineral Blush in Soft Mink. So really neutral color. It's got a little bit of kind of silver sparkles to it, which I think is really pretty. And I'm just using a small, like, angled blush brush for this. I've gotten so good at saying blush brush. I'm so excited. Okay, so how do I want to apply this? Let's see. I think I'm just going to start on the cheeks. I got too much. And take it just right kind of on top of the cheekbone. Like, not on top, but like right in the middle of it, sort of. Just so it kind of really slightly defines your cheekbones. It'll look really nice. Add a little bit on my temples just to add a little bit of warmth. Well, I guess my temple, because this one doesn't really get shown at all. Okay, so once you've got that on, I'm just going to add kind of a peachy with gold shimmer blush. This is Milani Luminous. If you can't find it, it's okay. Just use something else. Or you don't have to use anything. Just a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, now I'm going to wipe off my brush a bit. Or you can use a powder brush. But I don't really have mine at hand, so I'm just going to wipe it off. And then just blend it all out. So you get this really cute glow on your cheeks. And now for my lips, I'm just basically going to do, like, I'm going to use the same liner that I used in my other one, Revlon Time Liner in Nude. And then I'm going to just put a gloss on top of it. You can use lipstick, whatever you want. I'm just going to use my favorite Super Lustrous, Revlon Super Lustrous in Nude Luster. Alright, so here's the finished, warm, toned wedding makeup tutorial. Hopefully that was helpful. Once again, both of these looks that I did are really neutral and soft and pretty and just kind of enhancing your natural beauty instead of like putting on a bunch of makeup that's obvious makeup. Anyway, so I would definitely recommend, if you liked this video, to check out the other wedding one, just because I have more tips in there and stuff like that. I didn't really like share like the same things that I did in the last one. But yeah, so hopefully you like this, and yeah, I'm not really warm toned, so if you think this kind of looks weird on me, that would be why. But yeah, so in case you're curious about what I'm listening to 11D7. They're a very cool band. Well, I don't usually listen to them that much, but they're fun. So sometimes if I'm in a good mood, I like listening to them because they're like very jumpy and techno-y. But yeah, so I think I'm going to make an update video after this because I've got a question for you guys, and I'm going to go watch Overhaulin' after that because I was randomly watching it and I was like, hey, this is sweet, and so I got to go see what happens. So anyway, yeah, thanks so much, you guys. You rock, and I will see you later.